Hello everyone, my name is Diana and I'm an intuitive transformational coach, but I'm also starting to do card readings now too, and I want to share my reading with you today. So let's get started with the collective reading for the day. First, I'm going to burn some sage. It's always good to clear the space, making sure we're getting clear messages, sending some of this cleansing energy to you as well. Imagine the smell of this white California sage. It's clearing the space in your energy of all negative energy. Clearing out the old stagnant energy with this sage, and we are bringing in new energy. Okay, got my selenite bar as well. This is also good for clearing space. I even have this pendulum, which is a lapis lazuli, which is really awesome. Helps me tap more into my intuition. Let's get started. What message does Spirit have for the collective? Calling in my spirit team, beings of love and light only. And these readings are to help us align with our highest self and our optimal timeline, and this is for the highest good of all that are involved in this reading. What message you have for the collective, spirit team, Ascended Masters, beings of love and light? What message does the collective need to hear today that's going to help them through any challenges they're experiencing, or give them some good intuitive guidance? So the first card we got is the throat chakra. Oh my goodness. Second card, the shadow. Let me show you the shadow card first. This guy is confronting a shadow. The shadow's upside down though. Triumph and success. We have victory and success. It's very similar to the other one we just got. And let's do one more. One more for the collective. Last card we have is spiritual strength, but it came in reverse. And before I even start this reading, remember, we take it if it resonates. This reading is not going to resonate for everybody. It is intuitive guidance for somebody. So take it if it resonates. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. So we start with the throat chakra. As you are opening up your throat chakra, speaking your truth, communicating clearly. When you're speaking your truth, you're also stepping more into your authenticity. So as you are doing that, you are confronting your shadow self. You might be working through some inner child wounds. Your childhood, you were scolded if maybe you were different, or when you did speak your truth, you might have had a parent that was maybe a narcissist or didn't validate your feelings, that made you feel like maybe your words or how you felt, and when you spoke your truth, that it wasn't important, even could have mocked you for it. So as you are starting to speak your truth and overcoming that fear or maybe that wound, you are starting to confront your shadow. Shadow looks like it's fading. So as you are facing these old fears or wounds, or acknowledging maybe your inner wounds, could be from childhood, it could be from maybe in a relationship, maybe it could be matters of the heart. Relationship, you didn't feel like your needs were validated, you didn't feel like someone cared about your well-being, maybe someone didn't care about how you felt about them, you might have just felt really shut down, and maybe your throat chakra was more closed, right? Or you just felt unworthy, you felt like you were not important because you were not validated. What you said, what you felt wasn't validated. And a lot of times it could be something that was just made it so that you didn't want to speak your truth and you were afraid to speak your truth. You didn't feel safe speaking your truth. Okay, so if it's in reverse, it could be someone that is avoiding that shadow work. Or this could be someone that is doing the shadow work and The old you is starting to fade out. The new you is starting to become more prevalent. As he's looking at his shadow, he's facing his own reflection. He's facing the darker aspects of himself, balancing the light and the dark. As you do that, you're going to have triumph and success in your life. You're facing the fears that have unconsciously run your life, and you're deciding what's true for you and what's not, and you have no problem speaking your truth. You're opening up more, being more vulnerable. You're expressing your needs more in all areas of your life, opening that throat chakra. You are going to see more triumph and success. See the sword here, but the sword could go either way, right? You could do a lot with the sword. You could inflict harm on others, even on yourself, or you just be victorious and be fearless, like feeling like you have armor now, because kind of like your voice, speaking your truth, expressing your needs, it can be a weapon, or it can be something you use to propel yourself in life and fight through any negativity, right? And become your best self. As you do this, you'll have more victory and success. You can see this guy is blowing his trumpet. He's like, yeah, I did it. He's standing on the edge of a cliff though, right? He almost maybe fell off the cliff. But he is still blowing his horn. It looks pretty dark where he came from, right? But he had found the light even in the darkness and is celebrating himself. You should be celebrating yourself. If you're someone that has done the shadow work and is opening up your throat chakra, wherever you're at, if you're even on the journey of maybe you were avoiding it, now you're starting to do it, you will have victory and success. It's inevitable. Once you face the darkest parts of yourself, the fears, the unresolved emotions, trauma, whatever that's been running your life, you become unstoppable. Then we have the spiritual strength card as well. Now, this card did come upside down. So, you might still be developing your spiritual strength. You might have worked on opening your throat chakra, healing your throat chakra, speaking your truth, confronting your shadow, confronting your childhood wounds, your inner wounds, heartbreak, whatever it is. And as you are doing that, your spiritual strength is increasing. All this, it might even feel scary because doing this, it's like you're a new you. Also, when you speak your truth sometimes, you're going to see people fall out of your life. And being your most authentic self, not everybody's going to resonate with that. So you could be feeling a time where you feel like your spirit is feeling kind of low. I still see triumph and success in this, and victory and success. I mean, that you have two different success cards that came out. Continue to speak your truth. Continue to face your shadow. Do the shadow work. Continue to heal yourself. Also, take time to grieve the loss of your old self as well. And be willing to be uncomfortable. And as you do that, this spiritual strength that was upside down is going to turn the other way. This guy has a dot in his eye. It's probably his third eye is opening too. As you're doing the shadow work, opening your throat chakra, speaking your truth, you're seeing who doesn't resonate and who does. You're seeing what doesn't resonate and what doesn't. So as you're doing that, you will develop your spiritual strength. It could even mean being alone more. So maybe speaking your truth is having people leave your life and people aren't able to feed off your energy anymore. Maybe people aren't able to take advantage of you in some kind of way, right? Or manipulate you when you speak your truth. When you're confronting your shadow, you're being successful and you're raising your frequency, right? You're healing. So when you're healing, when you're more healed, you're harder to manipulate. So that could also be why it's upside down. You feel like your spirit's kind of let down. You feel like you're alone. You feel like you're in a dark space. But continue to do that work. And it's just clearing out who and what isn't meant to be in your life and making room for what is. Change is inevitable. Change is the only thing that's constant in the universe. It might feel like a loss, but it's not really a loss. You're just losing what's not meant for you, making room for what is. You're in a period of transformation. Keep healing. Keep speaking your truth. Being authentic. Doing your shadow work. You will have that triumphant success and victory. It might not look like what you think it looks like, but be willing to live a life that is different from others. A lot of it's teaching you to feel love and feel fulfilled within yourself and not relying so much on the outside or validation. I mean, learn to be happy within yourself. Sometimes you have to spend more time alone. Sometimes you have to go through these emotions to heal it, to feel it, to heal it, right? as cliche as it sounds. So that's the collective reading for today. I hope you guys have a great day and a great week.